Okay, so now we'll discuss why invest. Okay, so here we will see various types of um, the various types of professions. The way you can earn money, right? Just like employee, being an employee, being a self-employee, you know, and then running a big business, and then being an investor. So we'll see the importance and the way they work and the way they earn their money, you know. Okay, so when you are an employee, okay, you're an employee somewhere, a salaried person. So what you do is you exchange your time and effort. You put your exchange time and effort for 30 days, and then you get a salary, you know. Salary, you put your time and effort, and then you convert that into salary after 30 days. So that is the deal, you know. So if you don't get work, you don't get paid when you don't work. So 2 days sick leave is there. After that you go in loss of pay. Okay, so you have to work, there is no other way around, you know. So that's the thing, so you are bound to work. Okay, so that's the way it is. So that's the case of employees. Okay, now here in the case of self-employed, like in the case of lawyer, doctor who runs a clinic, and then freelancers. So they also have to work, but at least they will choose. They have some flexibility of or freedom to choose their working hours. They will work in the morning. They will work whenever they find free time. You know? So they will take their own convenient date, their prosecution date, you know. And then doctor clinic, they will choose their working hour after they return from the hospital, which is their main job now. After coming from hospital, they will choose their working hours and decide and put that in their board, you know. The clinic will be open by this time. Okay. Freelancers, whenever they find free time, they will finish their, like, artisan draw, um, which make their craft, art and craft. So whenever they find freedom, they will start working with their craft, and like that. So they will also have to work, but they have at least time to choose the working hours, you know, freedom of working hours they have. Okay, now this is active mode. So you have to work active. You have to work for money. Okay. Now let us divide this. So divide this. So left hand side, E is for employee, as for self-employed. Okay. Now in the passive side, we have a business, and then business, big business like Tata, Birla, Ambani, and all those. Now Airtel, all those things. So all those big business, the money work for you. Actually, this and then we have investors. Okay, so let me explain this and then come back to last. In the last, we'll discuss the investor. Okay, in the business, I will tell with example, one river example. So this in this, people have your people will work hard for you and generate income. Okay, so let me explain all this with an example. Okay, so you all right. So here, let me give you an example, because okay, so we have a one river, we have a village here. One village is here. Okay. Okay. In this village, we have n number of houses. Okay, this is house number 1, house number 2, house 3, house 4. Okay, Like that we have a number of houses, and we have a river flowing here. Okay, ठीक है. So this is the river, and what happens for the water supply? We have two types of guys. One guy is, has a uh, has a bucket, and he takes the water from the river, and then he distributes at everyone's home. Like this guy will have his bucket, go and fill fill his bucket, and come to his the second time he will come, and then he fills his bucket as well, and then so on so forth. Okay, fill his bucket and his bucket as well. Okay. Okay. Now this is a method of self-employed or an employee. Okay. So here he works for himself, है ना? Okay. Now let's talk about B. Okay. Now what it does is he will put a pipeline here. Okay. Pipeline here, and then put a tap in the middle of the village. Okay. Now what he does is he employs C. Okay. So and everybody comes and fill their bucket. No. Okay. And C operates the tap. Okay. So like that, all the buckets. No? Okay. So now here in the case of B have put a pipeline. So this pipeline. No? So this is the system, and this is called the business. Okay. So this is the company. Now this is the company. He will name as B water company, water supply company, something like that. ठीक है, B water supply company. Okay, B's water supply company. So this is how this one. What is business? Business is a kind of setup, and which solve the people's problem, masses problem, and then after that it requires minimal attention, which C can handle. Okay, so here in this first case, if A is sick, na, falls ill, then all this water supply is disrupted, है ना? Okay, till he gets well. Okay, but in the case of B, if B falls ill, C will anyway keep on turning and off and on and off this tap, and then keep on filling the buckets of the village people, isn't it? So the problem is to supply water. The problem statement, every company solves some problem. No? So he solves the water supply, both the peoples. But now this is one-time investment. That is the initial investment of this business, setting up of this business, and then C or the employees keeps on running. So now here for B, C is the person who is money and is collecting the money through, say, QR code. Here he has kept a QR code, or monthly basis. He will collect the money, and that will be getting into B's account, and B will pay monthly salary to C. That's it. So this is the method how any business operates. ठीक है. So this should open your mind now how to think like if you have a business idea, so first you have to think like what is the major problem people are facing and then try to solve it, and which will require your minimal intervention, and somebody would be able to operate that, and then it will keep on generating money periodically, it will generate money periodically, and regularly. So that's it. So this is the whole idea of business. So here money is continuously flowing month on month basis, and with say suppose whole village pays 1 lakh, 1 lakh per month, total collection of bills for this facility or services. So he will pay 20,000 to C, 20,000 to C, and that's it. 80,000 he will be getting without working, without doing anything. He will be roaming here and there. He will be setting up new plants or new pipeline in some other village. From this village he will be getting 80K per month. Okay. So like that. So that is the one-time investment, and he without doing anything he will be getting for his initial effort, for designing this initial setup. He will be getting 80,000 from this village itself. Okay, so that thing. So this is the way a corporation or business operates. Okay. Now people will make money, and this is the some initial investment. Okay. Now let's come back to the investor. So investor, what they do is they will put money, and both people and his money works for him. Okay, so they are the people that will have their money will work hard for them. Okay, so actually it's not money, it's the people only. Okay, I will explain you. Okay, so okay, let me explain here. We have right now I'm preparing this video, right? I'm recording this video lecture. So this is in the 6:30 in the morning. So the people right now working will be night shift people. So after 8 till 8 they will work, 8 in the morning till they will work night shift people. Okay, and then after 8 some morning shift people will come and work, and then in the afternoon some other shift people will work, second shift people. And then when I play badminton in the after evening with my kids, some second shift the night shift people will again come, and then work. So it is not like these factories and mills and factories and plants, they will work for 8 hours, they will work for continuous hours, not 24 hours. So that's the maximum usage of the machines, equipment, while the employee rotates in shift basis. Okay, it is not that same set of employees will work for 24 hours, no, only 8 hours, but 3 shift people will work now. So 3 8s are 24, so like that. So and I'm doing nothing. Okay, so that factories keep on running. Okay, I'm preparing this video, there somebody is working, and after that morning shift somebody will work, and then second shift, and then night shift. Okay, so as a result production will be there. Okay, because their mills, something they will produce, right? So they will have lots of production, goods production, ready-made sellable products they will produce. So that the production is high means they will sell it high, because they have been doing this now. So selling will be sales will be there, huge sales will be there means revenues will be high, and then revenues will be high means they will post a good result. The company will post a good result in which this investor I have invested, okay? And then good result means stock market will reward that. Okay, and stock market will reward means, like suppose the price is 100, the stock market reward means it will move further. So it will go to 120. The price will go to 120 because result is good, na. So I have become rich by 20%. That means 1 lakh I have invested. So it will be now 1.2 lakhs. So I have become richer by 20,000. So like that it happens. Okay. So I have got rich without doing anything, right? I'm here preparing my lecture, and somebody else is working for me, isn't it? So yeah, so that is the whole story here. So in the coming slides, I will tell you. So here I am delivering this presentation, doing some someone is working in the morning shift, okay, evening shift when I play with my kids. Somebody will still be working in the second shift, and when I go to sleep in the night shift, someone will be working, still working, okay. So as a result, we'll see a good good production. Good production means good sales, and then good revenues, good earnings, and then good result. Okay, and then market will reward the stock, and I get rich like this, like this. Okay, so this stock market is a whole setup where people work for the investors. So remember this, okay? Okay. So remember in previous slides, we have mentioned that you get rich and others work for you. So now it's proven, right? Okay. So now let's see this. See in now we'll see this one. This stock has given a return of 41 times. Now, okay. I have invested only 66,000, and it has converted into 27 lakhs, isn't it? So, and the thing is, I have not visited uh, any of its factories or mills even single time in my life. Okay, I have just invested, and so the process, no, this process, over and over, they have been working, and they have been posting good quarter result year after year, no? Quarter after quarter, quarter on quarter, year on year. They have been posting this result, and this in the background, what is going on? They have been working shift after shift, day after day, day and night, isn't it? And who is getting richer? The investors. Okay. Now this should be clear to you. How this is the main concept of investing. Okay. So now you try to connect with the mango story. Now we try to connect the, so this is the price I have paid, and this is the value I am getting. So isn't that great? So same goes with this stock as well. See, this is also multiplied. This has converted into this much. I have not visited the Saxoft office even once. Okay, I don't have any. I don't go and work there as well. Somebody else is working for me, because money. Some says that money works for you. So in this case, because money is not a non-living thing, it's a non-living thing. Money is a non-living thing. So how can it work? Only people will work. So people works for you. So basically, it's the thing. But this has to be remain invested. So that is generating this thing. So this don't have to, you have to take. This has to be remain invested. This has to be remain invested, and then it will keep. That will give. It will generate the wealth. So like that. Okay. So same goes with this stock as well. Okay. So this is the concept of investing. Okay. Okay. So here in the business case also, some he has done some initial investing in setup. Some setup will be there, which solves people's problem, masses problem, and then from there he can generate his money. In the our river pipeline case. Okay, so now I think this should be clear to you. You can move this video fast forward and backward, and then try to grasp the concept here, no? Okay, so all right, so these are the types of people, professions which make their money. So now you decide how they work. So if this can trigger your like passion about, if you trigger that, you can start, you can start up as well, you know? And then investor you should be like doing. So here minimal effort is there. Only few good stocks you have to learn how to find them, and that's it. Okay. So this is the uh, easiest and laziest method. Okay. So we'll see how we can find a great business where you just have to put the money, and that's it. Okay. So okay. So we'll be focused on I, that is investors. All right. So why investing in the first place? So so since we are discussing why we have to invest, so let's see why it is important. Okay. So in this case, I will open one. We will try to estimate your maximum how much one could earn if through job. Okay. What is the maximum, max to max, how much one could earn? So let us go through these points, then we'll come back and open this Excel sheet. Okay. So you know that we all have financial goals, right? Like retirement corpus, because you can't depend on today's kids, right? So they will keep you with them or not, we are not sure. Like if your if your up, if their upbringing is great, then okay, but you never know, right? So we have, so that's the risk. So better to have your own money, no? As simple as that. So and their kids education, so you have to educate them, like okay. So that is your prime responsibility, isn't it? And then their marriage expenses, you can't leave just like that now. So normal conditions I'm telling, so you have to decide for your retirement corpus. Every parent will think of their kids education and their marriage, settle them, no? And then obviously dream home is everybody's desire now. So this is the normal people's financial goals, okay. And but they are not easy, they require a lot of money, each of them. These four, we have shortlisted this four. These are the major expenses, and they require a lot of money, okay, and which is very difficult through single source of income. Okay, so we'll see that now. All right, so here, so conventional this FD, NSE bonds, and then real estate and gold, they are not good enough, so to meet one's financial objectives. We have seen that they will like they deliver in 6-7%, and after TDS 5% in hand, and inflation growing at 10%. So this is moving ahead now. So you are getting poorer by 4.5%. So forget about creating wealth through that method. You are getting poorer. They are not preserving your principal itself. So forget about creating wealth. So these are this FD and all those things are absolutely no. Okay, we know this. So can you depend on today's kids? So that is the thing. In old age, what they will do, if they will throw in like like old age home or vridhashram. You never know. So better to have your own money. So government also don't support the old people now. They don't give anything. Some Ayush programs are there from Prime Minister Ayush. But but you have to. But nobody goes to this government hospital now. Better to have some decent private clinic and then get yourself treated in the old age. I'm saying. Okay. So to you have to enhance your purchasing power over the period of time, because everything gets costly with the passage of time. So one has to keep on enhancing their purchasing power. Okay. So to give financial security to by meeting your financial objectives. See, financial security, like if you have money na, you will be kind of feel financially secure, isn't it? If something happens, I can easily deal with the money. So as I told now, 99% of man's problem is either money or money derivatives, money related. Mostly it will be something happens, you know. So it can be dealt with money. You like you put in money and that problem could be solved. So you know, so mostly, so yeah, and that's and ability to, and that if you have money, then you will be secure. Like anything happens, I will deal with that, like that. So that gives a financial security. Okay. So and you are now in the process of creating this now retirement corpus, kids education. You are collecting the money, putting the money, saving the money. So you will be feel more and more secure, because you are in some point you will be meeting them, so that way. Okay, you are in the process of arranging this money now. Then the way the amount you are arranging, so you will be feeling financial secure, because you should be at some point you will be able to meet all this expenses. Okay, so that way. So don't just save, invest. So we have seen that difference in saving and investing through various channels, various methods. So financial objectives are what? A retirement corpus, kids education, their marriage, home, and if possible world tour and all those, because everybody has some desire, right? So okay, so these are the major chunks, home, marriage, kids marriage and marriage expenses, kids education, and your retirement corpus. All right. So something should be there to take care of your old age needs, because after 60 years everybody retires. Suppose you live for 80 or 100 years, so this 40-year or 20-year period, who will you should have something, right, to spend on yourself. Nobody will like to give you money, so if your kids are good, then they can, but why to depend on someone else? So you better to have your own money, boss. So this is a huge time, right? 20 year, 40 year, because after retiring you don't straight away die, so you have to leave at least this year. So you have to spend have some, you have to take care of the expenses for this period, so that's the reason you need that retirement corpus. Okay. Now let us see. So this is the reason why invest. Now we'll see. Try to estimate max to max how much, how at what amount you would be able to kind of have the money you have in your job, through your job. Well, let's find out that one. Okay, let me open. Okay, fine. So here, all right. So you remember this formula, right? We have studied in the our 11th class, I believe. This one, sequence and series, AR square, AR cube. Okay, so now we can use this formula to estimate our earnings, like earnings and savings, Okay, so this is the formula. This is geometric progression. AR square, AR cube, like that. Okay, so summation is, so if this series goes like this, I will tell you how it is connected to our earnings and all those things, current salary and all those. So if you summate, add this together, how much it will be? This total sum will be A. A is the first term, that is your current CTC. Suppose your current CTC is say 10 lakhs, so put it here, and then a R is the hike you get, no? Like R percent. So we say suppose 10% you are getting hike, na? 10% hike you are getting year on year. So that is the R. Huh? So yeah, if that, and N is the number of years you work in the job. Okay. So if so now here suppose A is the current salary is 10 lakhs. AR means, so 10% hike means 1.1. So 11 lakhs, है ना? And then 12.1, like that it goes on. Okay. So if you try to summate that, so this is trying to give a rough estimate, because see, and this is the method. Okay, so you should be able to connect now. Okay, and one more thing, one may think that what will happen if I jump. Okay, so so we are keeping 10% flat. Okay, so initially in the normal condition you will get 8%, 8 to 10%, है ना? 8 to 10% hike you will get, na, in the normal condition in the current job. So only if you jump, okay, then you will get 30-40% hike, है ना, whatever it is. Okay, but when you reach that that project like higher managerial post, na, higher post, then you get a single percent return, like 1%, you know, or 2%. That is the way kind of hike you will get. But we are estimating 10% throughout. Like suppose you want to work for 25 years or 20 years, we are estimating 10% throughout, you know. So this hike kind of thing, that will be taken care. So it will be flattened here, no? So it will be taken accommodated here. Okay. So it will mean more or less the same thing. So rough estimate, at least it can give, na. So if you're in the same job for in the same company, so this is kind of, it will give a straightforward estimate now. But if you are doing jumping here, you are switching your job, still it can give an estimate, because 30%, 40% you will get once. Then after that it will again come back to 8 to 10% on the same company. Okay. But after some period, when you become manager, project manager, or senior manager, they will give only 1-2% hike. So that is the reality. So we are estimating 10%. So this will be negated. Now this will be adjusted. So that way. So it will at least give at least rough estimate, where you will end up. Okay. So now here, so we are estimating. Let us see with this formula to figure out what the maximum amount one can earn and save through the job. So this is the maximum saving, we will say, maximum earnings in gross. Okay. So let's try to figure out maximum gross, max to max, how much it could be. It could, one could earn. So now your current city is say 10 lakhs. Okay, so this Excel sheet is very flexible. So this will I will provide you along with the study material. So suppose your starting salary is 5 lakhs or 3 lakhs, you can put 3 lakhs here, and then it will automatically calculate. So this is very flexible. Okay, so for explanation, I am just putting here 10 lakhs. So 1.1 means 10% hike, है ना? Okay. Okay, so 10% means if you multiply, R will be 1.1, and number of years is 20 years, so it will be like 5.7 crores. So and we are estimating say 5 years on site. We are estimating 5 year on site you will get. Okay, so from there you will save 50 lakhs. So that is also we are estimating, है ना? Suppose in the best case we are telling. Okay. So if anybody goes for on-site for 5 years and then works for 20 years, so the maximum he will earn is 6.2 crores. So this is earnings, not we have not deducted anything. Okay, this is in gross. Okay, Now for 25 years if you want to work, then it will be 10 crores, ठीक है, in gross, ठीक है. So if you want to work further, because in the IT field now, when you become older, then like younger people are ready to work with lesser salaries, and they will do more job, and they will come with more better skills now. So you become kind of irrelevant, and they will. I have never seen like very less people I see with older, older people. Everywhere it's younger people only, So that's the reason. So you decide how much you will willing to work, but this is the thing, okay. So this is the maximum. This is the bracket. Beyond this, if you are working for planning to work for 20 years in IT, and with this starting salary, this is the bracket. You can't go beyond this 6 crore. Beyond this, you can't think. Okay, this is earnings in gross. Now let us do the same thing. So for savings, this is through earnings. So now here, what you do is, this will be A will be your savings. Suppose from out of that 10 lakhs, you are able to save 3 lakhs, 30%. You because after deduction, after paying rent and so many expenses, monthly expenses, out of that 10 lakh salary, in 1 year you manage to save 3 lakhs. Okay, that is a good percentage, 30%. Okay, so here now A will be not your CTC here in this case, second case, it will be your savings. Rest remains the same. Now out of that 10 lakhs your CTC, 10 lakh CTC, you manage to save 3 lakhs, and whatever hike you get, that also you are able to save 10%, and then again you work for 20 years. So what will be the case now? It will be, and then we are again estimating that you will get 5 years of on-site now. So that is not going on. So 5 years we are estimating you will get a chance to work. So every month I have asked my like colleagues, they used to save 1 lakh per month. So that is roughly around 50 lakhs. So how much will be the savings? 2.2 crores. Okay, after deducting all the expenses, this is the savings. You will manage to save 2.2 crore. Okay, and if you are planning to work for 25 years, what you are able to save is 3.5 crores. So this is the bracket. Beyond this, you can't go ahead. Okay. Now, so the conclusion is, the max amount you will save in gross, save. This is the savings in your job, through in your life through job is, this is the price bracket, 2.2 to 3.4. It can't go beyond this. Okay. Okay. Now let us see the expenses. So retirement corpus is standard is 1 crore. 1 crore. 1 crore is required. So in any city, at least in city, it will require 1 crore, because you have to take care of yourself. For suppose you retire at 60, and then for 80 years or 100 years. Okay, 100 years. So this for 20 years or 40 years, you have to take care of your expenses, right? So this is the reason why it's required. So if you want to, if you are planning to stay in some village, then that's fine, but it will be lesser, but still you will require money. Okay, so for city it is 1 crore at least. Okay, and then that is the standard. So for 2 kids you will have like today the engineering cost I am taking as a benchmark. So today 2 lakhs is the fees. So in 20 years, how much it will be? Close to 15 lakhs. So 2 kids means 30 lakhs. Okay, 30 lakhs, like 33 lakhs. Not so 30 lakhs. Okay, so here kids marriage, 1 kids will be today's cost is 5 lakhs. Suppose in marriage 5 lakh is required. I'm saying a little decent one, not too flashy. marriage I'm saying, just normal marriage, it will require 5 lakhs, say, suppose today, you know, some simple marriage, ceremony. So, and after 20 years, it will require 33 lakhs because inflation will be there, right? So, 2 kids means 66 lakhs. Okay? And then home, you will at least buy 50 lakh flat, right? So, when you pay EMIs now in 20 years, so you have to pay double, no? So, that is 1 crore. So, if you add this, if you add this, so it comes out around close to 3 crores. Okay. So here in this case, this is the gross now, so forget about this. This is the savings you have. So here you have failed here. No? This will be very tight. This is going to be very tight here. Okay. Alright. So now we'll go through the assumptions, and then that will be again scary. This is very tight. Okay. Only 50 lakh buffer is there. Cushion is there. Now let us see, and this is the also the worst case, best case you are taking. You are working for 25 years. Okay. Now let us look into the assumptions further. See, this is the engineering cost education we have taken into consideration. Okay. See, for first this school fees now, that also we have to take into account, right? So you have to keep on adding this here. Okay. So add that. So 12-year education fee for 2 kids now. 2 kids. And then in the old age, the financial expense, health expenses we have not taken into account. So you have to at least take that health insurance now. Health insurance plan for yourself. Okay. So that expenses is not added up here now. So you have to see. So some unseen financial expense, like some your family member requires some money, or some renovation work, or some expenses, sudden expenses comes in, no? We never know. Okay. This insurance and other health things you can cover by this medical plan, all those things, but some sudden expenses, no, that we don't see now. We are not assumed that one. Okay. That will what? That will dent here. This one, it will dent and will spoil this, Okay. So inflation grows 10%, and if you are, suppose you are putting all your savings in FDs and all those things in 7-8%, that will cancel out whatever it is. It will reduce, like it will go down by 4.5% now. So as we have seen, so this won't grow. In that case, this won't grow. This will go down in value, because inflation will knock it down, no? Okay. So here retirement corpus 1 crore. That's the standard, because you can't depend on today's kids. So we are getting we have assumed a positive case of. We are very optimistic that you will get on-site for sure. That's the reason we have added. No? Suppose you don't get, everybody doesn't get on-site chance, right? Then what will happen? So this will again go down to 3 crores. Okay. So now, and we are assuming that you will be continuously working for 25 years without taking any career break. Suppose some layoff happens, something like that in between. So that those things are not taken into account, So we are assuming continuity of things. And then house purchase 50 lakhs, so you will be paying 1 crore in actual, like in EMIs, in actual you have to pay 1 crore if you have taken a 20-year loan. So that's the reason I put here. Okay. So and then there are some other desirables, like cars you want, kids foreign education, and then pros graduation. This is only graduation fees I have calculated. So you can add on which the way you have planned, So you can add a new row here, add the same formula and then decide, So you can work on this Excel sheet for your this is flexible. You can add some more columns for post graduation and then foreign education, Suppose your kid want to go to foreign for education, then this will go on, it will shoot up, no? And if you want to go to post graduation, this will again shoot up. I've just taken the engineering fees, no? So now see, now this is very tight, है ना? ठीक है, this will go very tight. So you are in a financial tight spot. Okay, so we have to do the reality check, है ना? So we are close to financial failure if you don't invest, है ना? So you have to do something about the investing, ठीक है? So that's the reason we have to invest. See here, very tight spot. ठीक है? So then suppose you buy an iPhone. So everybody has desire now. Just blow 1 lakh in iPhone. What is there? So this will dent here. This will become 20 lakhs for that, for that particular year at least. So 2 lakhs 90,000 for that year. No, only 2 lakhs. This is 3 lakhs, no? 2 lakhs if you have blown 1 lakh in iPhone or any expensive object or personal loan you have taken. This will all dent this one. So it will keep on adding pressure. And any unplanned certain expenses, so that will dislodge your financials. So these assumptions you have to go through, and okay. So this is the way we are. You can underestimate where you stand today. So this is for anybody can do, even managers can do, because this is very flexible. This you have to keep on changing the numbers. You can add your CTC here, and they can at least have a rough estimate. If the things go that way, what would be these things? You can add extra things if you have, savings, or you are inheriting something. You can add here, so like that. So for normal person who don't have any inheritance, so a normal guy from IT, they can estimate their earnings and savings, and then their expenses and financial goals. So they are in tight spot anyway. Okay, they may look that they are earning very handsomely today, but if you do the reality check now, so this will be, so this is the thing. Okay, so all these things are there. Okay, so that is the reason we have to invest. All right, so now let us go back to the next slide, that is